Gonzalo was brave, selfless, and dedicated to his oath to keep the community from harm. He had the courage to stand up and say, "Nothing's going to happen on my watch." And he meant every word.
You did your job. You fought the good fight.
Rest in peace, Gonzalo. You will always be remembered as a true peacemaker and as a child of God.
Officer Carrasco. Final call for Selma 111. Officer Carrasco. End of watch. Tuesday, January 31st, 2023.
You're watching Fox 26, your hometown news connection. And now, Fox 26 News at 10 o'clock.
An emotional farewell stretching across two Valley cities today as thousands mourn and express their gratitude to Selma police officer Gonzalo Carrasco Jr., who was killed in service to his community. Good evening, I'm Liz Gonzalez.
And I'm Monty Torres. We thank you for joining us tonight. Officer Gonzalo Carrasco touched many people in his short life of just 24 years. His police chief called him a bright light in the department and community.
Fox 26 reporter Rich Rodriguez shares how his boss, a Catholic bishop, and even a Valley Congress member will remember the fallen Selma police officer.
Bagpipes played as the flag-draped casket of Selma officer Gonzalo Carrasco was rolled into Selland Arena in downtown Fresno. Hundreds of officers stood at attention on the arena floor while members of the community watched from up above. Carrasco's cousin shared a paper Gonzalo wrote to become a Reedley police explorer as a teenager. Gonzalo's ultimate dream was to be a police officer. His next step after explorer was reserve officer with Selma PD.
He did leave us for a brief time to work a job in the fields to help support his family in a time of need. He was committed to his family while still pursuing his passion.
Bishop Joseph Brennan of the Fresno Catholic Diocese says Gonzalo's dream was precious.
Our brother died too young. He did. And when he had that dream of becoming an officer, when that dream came true, I can just begin to imagine the wonderful feelings that just welled up in his heart.
Fresno Congressman Jim Costa says Gonzalo's devotion to public service had an impact on everyone in the valley.
That's why we're here today. His life made a difference, and we're here to ensure that he did not die in vain.
Gonzalo's boss, Chief Alcaraz, said he was a bright light for Selma PD and the community.
He was always happy, always eager to learn and to help others. He took his job seriously, but he never lost his sense of humor or his infectious smile.
The chief says Gonzalo was excited to learn he was going to be a father. It saddens him now that Gonzalo will never get to meet his son or watch him grow up. Gonzalo Carrasco will be buried in Reedley, his burial site not far from where he grew up, where he went to school, played sports, and dreamed of being a police officer. Rich Rodriguez, Fox 26 News.
Following the funeral service at Selland Arena, a miles-long procession wove through valley streets and highways.
People on overpasses and sidewalks paid their respects while thousands more escorted Officer Carrasco back to his hometown of Reedley one last time. With heavy hearts, the drive from Fresno to Reedley became a virtual sea of blue and red, escorting the body of Officer Gonzalo Carrasco Jr. home. Crowds waited on overpasses, hoping to catch a glimpse, express their gratitude, or In Desert Storm veteran Juanita Gonzalez's case, salute.
It's so beautiful. It's so touching. I thought I was going to be the only one. I'm so happy that they came and they paid this tribute.
Hundreds of patrol cars from all over the state and western U.S., including Nevada, even Idaho, participated in this procession, 6 miles long. A line of cars as far as the eye can see, heading to the same place. Along Reed Avenue, the Gusha family waited too. They don't live far and considered it a privilege to honor Officer Carrasco.
Put his life on the line to protect his community, and I really admire that. So we came out and to show our support and wave our flags.
A mounted patrol leading the way down the final stretch of road to Reedley Cemetery, as hundreds looked on, lining the sidewalks, paying tribute one last time in the city that nurtured his love of service and duty, that others will now proudly carry on in his honor.
I'm praying for the family. We have a lot of love for him. We won't forget him.
While patrol units from the western U.S. were part of today's procession, officers from as far away as New York and even Dallas made the trip to show their support for Officer Carrasco and his family.
Throughout the newscast, we will be showing you more from today's funeral service, including the joy Officer Carrasco shared over becoming a father soon, a child he tragically never got to meet.